You've lost a loved one or someone that you care about a great deal, someone in your family, even a pet. What can happen is that you feel so much grief, you feel paralyzed, you don't know what to do. And of course, if you could connect with that person and maybe give them one final message or just tell them how much you love them or miss them or your pet, you would feel so much better. However, you're so overcome with grief that you don't even know where to begin. I'm going to give you two methods for helping with your grief. And will it take it completely away? No. Will it help a lot? Yes, if you will allow it. So the first thing we're going to do is some tapping. Tapping on some acupressure points for the grief that you're feeling. So to do this, just follow along with me. You can look up tapping, EFT, all kind of things about that. But just know that we'll be tapping on acupressure points, which releases trauma. So on a scale of 1 to 10, tune into how much grief you're feeling right now. 1 would be not very much. You're probably not going to be watching this video. 10 would be you're feeling overcome with grief. And get a rating on that. And then we're going to start with some tapping. And I'll tap the places and you just tap with me. You don't need to know anything. Everything I do is so simple. So the first place we're going to tap is right here on the side of your hand. So tap right here and repeat after me. Let me move my hand somewhere so you can see it better. Even though I have this terrible grief, I miss my loved one so much. Now you repeat that. I love and accept myself. I have so much grief. I don't know what to do. I love and accept myself. And continuing, I have so much grief. I don't know what to do. I love and accept myself. Now, tap on the very top of the head. I have so much grief. Tap right here at the very beginning of your eyebrow. I have so much grief. See it here? Side of the eyebrow. I have so much grief. Underneath your eye. Remember, you're repeating after me. I may never get over this. Just hold there and breathe for a moment. And tap right underneath your nose. Only got one nose. I have so much grief. Underneath your lip, I just can't get over it. Collarbone. I have so much grief. I can't get over it. And there's some other places, but that's what we're going to do for now. And stop and take a deep breath in and out. And as you're doing this, just let whatever thoughts come up for you about the grief you're feeling. And just be accepting of that. And then let's do another round. And this will help to get it into a somewhat bearable so that we can actually make contact with this person or pet. You can use this for a person or a pet. Because you know, when you love your pet very much, it feels like a family member died. So, tapping on the side of your hand again. I still feel so much grief. This silly tapping is not really helping. Repeat after me. I feel so much grief. It can't be this simple to feel better. Maybe I deserve to feel grief. Then tap at the top of your head. I can't get over it this quickly. Beginning of your eyebrow. I should feel grief for a long, long time. Side of the eye. I'm not really ready to let this grief go. Remember, you're repeating everything I say, and you're doing what I'm doing. Underneath the eye. I'm supposed to be grieving forever and ever. Underneath your nose. I think I'll put my life on hold while I grieve. These are thoughts that can just run through your mind. And then underneath the lip. I'm grieving, see here. I'm grieving because I owe it to them to grieve. I need to grieve. And then collarbone. I'm starting to feel a little better. And take a deep breath in and out. And we're going to address the fact that sometimes when you allow the grief to ease up a little, you can feel guilty because I should be grieving more. So here again, let's go with the side of the hand. Even though my grief could be easing up a little, I love and accept myself. Remember, you have to repeat after me. It's not going to work just to watch me. Well, it might work a little, actually. I feel guilty for wanting to get over this grief. I feel guilty for wanting to get over this grief. I feel guilty for wanting to get over this grief. Ain't I supposed to grieve forever and ever and ever? Is it disrespectful to get over this grief? Doesn't mean I don't love them. I'm thinking I might just let some of this grief go. Might let some go. And then tap right here. See? See my collarbone? Those two little knobs. It's hard to see. This video isn't the best in the world. Two little knobs right here. If you do like that, you'll get it. Take a deep breath in and out. Now we're going to give you permission to let some of this grief go. It doesn't mean you don't love your loved one or your pet just as much as you ever did. However, you know that they would want you to be happy. They want you to be happy. So here we go with some more tapping. Even though it's hard to let this go, I choose to let some of this worse grief go. I choose to let some of this grief go. My loved one would want me to be happy. My pet would sure want me to be happy. I'm choosing to let some of it go. Choosing to let some of it go. Choosing to let some of it go. Choosing to forgive myself for letting it go. Choosing to forgive myself for letting it go. Collarbone. I choose to let this go. Now, take a deep breath in and out. Tune into the intensity that you're feeling now on a scale of 1 to 10. Remember at the beginning I asked you that. So if it was at a 10, it's probably significantly lower. If it's not, you probably want to contact me for a private session so I can help you one-on-one. However, I make these videos so you don't have to pay anybody so that you can find the help that you need 24/7. Now, the next part of this, if you feel your grief is significantly reduced, if it's not, just start this video all over until you come to this part again. Sometimes you need to perhaps tell them something. I know a lot of times it's just because you miss them so much, but very often it's because you wish you had said, I love you one more time. Or you wish you had asked their forgiveness. And a lot of times they feel like they want to ask you for forgiveness, and that actually creates a pull on your energy. So think about what you'd like to say, and guess what? we're going to do it. Mediumship is so simple and so easy. Often the reason that you can't get in touch or feel your loved one or pet anymore is because the energy of grief is a blocking energy. Information wants to come to you. So get very relaxed as I guide you in a soul connection exercise. The first thing I need to tell you is that according to the Egyptian law of Ren, R-E-N, when you call a spirit, they must come. Now, this applies to the living and the dead. So we are going to call the spirit or the soul of your loved one or pet to come into a circle of light. I'll hold the space for you. All you do is relax, listen to the sound of my voice, and stay focused on the sound of my voice because that's what's going to guide you. So close your eyes and relax. And call in your angels, whomever it is that you pray to. Call them in for protection. In case you feel frightened, like, ooh, it's going to be all scary. You love that person. You love that pet. It's not scary. It's the most natural thing in the world. As a matter of fact, they're jumping up and down with joy that you want to do this. So you've got your angels, your guides, your protection, Holy Spirit. Relax your feet now. And just allow yourself to be enveloped in a beautiful aura of brilliant white light. Relax your legs. Relax. Have your eyes closed because you don't need to be looking at me. Just listening to my voice. When your mind wanders, bring it back. Relax your hips. Relax your shoulders. All the muscles in your back. Relax your head. And when I say the word relax, you allow yourself to relax deeper still. And as you're in this state of relaxation and peacefulness, think about your loved one and imagine that you form a circle of light in front of you. And you ask the soul of that loved one to step into the circle of light. Say it out loud. I ask, fill in the blank. Whether it's a person or a pet, step into the circle of light. And in your imagination, see them stepping into that circle of light. See how wonderful they look. The other side rejuvenates you, causes you to feel younger, to look younger. And just allow yourself to imagine looking at them now. And now imagine that your own spirit steps into that circle of light. Gather them up in your arms. Smell how they smelled. Feel the vibrant energy coming from them. They are no longer sick or frail. They're filled with light and energy. And just hold them. And whisper to them, whatever it was that you wish you had said. Maybe you feel like you said it all and you just want to tell them one more time, I love you. I love you. I miss you. Just hold them. Feel your hearts beating together, being synchronized. And now ask them if they have a message for you, and pay attention. And now give them one more hug. Step out of the circle of light. Invite them to go back to whatever it was they're doing. You know, when people go to the other side, they don't sit around playing a harp. The soul's quest is always for more growth. Sometimes if they've been really sick, they do need to rest and be pampered and loved. And now take a deep breath in and out. And just disconnect. Thank all your angels and all your guides, Holy Spirit light. And check now for your level of intensity of feeling grief. Maybe that grief has turned to gratitude. I invite you to subscribe to this channel. I invite you to share this video with anyone you feel that it could help. And I invite you to visit my website, RebeccaMarina.com. Sometimes I put my private sessions on special, and sometimes I teach classes on mediumship, how to help others get over their grief. If you join my mailing list, you'll never miss a thing. I'm so grateful that you care enough about yourself and your well-being that you did this video with me. Share the love. This is Rebecca Marina, Messenger, RebeccaMarina.com, wishing you the absolute best and the absolute most healing that your heart can hold. God bless you.